I didn't get it off of CBS Sports directly. It's a CBS Sports graphic, but I found it on someone else's page. So I don't know what sport they're talking about. But in the sake of this video, I'm going to pick the NBA. I'll do NFL and the other ones too if you want me to, but I'll do NBA right now. And it says which career would you choose of the 4 options? You have one that's 15-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, 5 playoff appearances, no championships. The other options, no-time All-Star, no MVP. You go to playoffs 12 times and you get 5 titles. Option C, 5-time All-Star, no MVPs, 9 playoff appearances, 2 championship titles. And option D, 3-time All-Star, 1 MVP, 3 playoff appearances, and 1 championship title. Now, I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible because I do got burger and fries waiting for me that needs to be eaten and a shake. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, under 5 minutes. Now, it doesn't really say what kind of, like, you could be a player on any one of these roles. You could be a star player, right? So I guess it all depends on when you come into your career, are you a star player or are you a player? So I'm gonna try to answer for each one. So if I'm a star player, like if I came in, my career starts and I'm a superstar, right? That means I'm already big time. For me, that would be the one that I would pick in that case would probably be option C. Right? Option C would probably be the one because you go to the playoffs 9 times, you get 2 titles. Option B wouldn't work if you're a star player because obviously if you was a star player, you're likely been an all-star, you're likely been an MVP. So if you're a star player coming into the league, your only 2 options would probably be between A and probably C, right? You could be a star player with option C, but you played in a really good era of players who were better that won MVP. So I would probably go C. You get the 2 titles, you get 9 playoff appearances, 5-time All-Star. You don't win an MVP though, but because at the end of the day, the goal is to win, right? You want to win titles. That's the reason why you play the game. Now, if I was just a player, right, just a guy hanging around the league, I'd probably go option B because I go to the playoffs 12 times and I win 5 titles. So if I was a bench player, option B. If I was a star player, I'd probably take option C. And I'm only saying this from a logical standpoint because I know you could say, well, if you're a star player, why not go with the 5 titles? Because not every star player wins 5 titles. You know what I'm saying? But they do make all-star games. They do become, they are all-stars. And with the 5 titles, you get no MVPs and no all-star appearances. There's not a chance. 12 playoff appearances, that means you at least played 12 years plus in the league. There's no chance that a star player can go 12 years and not make at least 1 all-star. I don't see that happen, especially if they win in 5 titles. They likely are going to win. They are going to be an all-star, even if it's by accident. Now, so that's why from the star player standpoint, the two realistic options would be C and A. Because, yeah, you could be a star player and be a 15-time All-Star, go to the playoffs 5 times but never win because you just didn't have a great team or you got beat by better teams, right? So that's why I'm saying that. Bench guys could possibly, if you're a guy with a short career or even a journey guy or a decent player, a good player, if you're a good player in the league, a solid middle-of-the-guy guy, you're not a superstar player, but you're a solid guy, all-star caliber player. You had a couple good years. Option D would probably be that one because you get 3-time all-star, you get to be an MVP, you get to go to the playoffs 3 times, and you get to win a title. So option D would probably be that option. So I think it all depends on how you come in, what your career is. That's my opinion. I don't know. I know I made it more complicated than it was, but I'd probably go C or D. Like if I was a star player, I want C, right? Because I get to go to the playoffs a bunch of times. But also, I mean, I guess you could make the case that you could be a star player and have option D as well. But I want to go to playoffs as much as I could. Right? It's nothing wrong with playoff appearances. I think having a lot of playoff appearances just means that every year you was competing for a chance to win. Just because you have a lot of appearances, that doesn't mean you're always going to win. But I'd rather have more appearances than not. I'd rather go to the playoffs as many years as possible than miss the playoffs outright. That's just me. Because what's the point of playing the game? To play the regular season and get a bunch of regular season awards? To me, I don't think that means anything. To me, having a chance to win a title is more important than being the MVP. That's just how I look at it. So that's why I like C. If I'm a star, that's how I'm looking at it too. Obviously, if you're a bench player, you're never going to win MVP. That's why I say C and B are my two options for different scenarios. But D is also a good option. If you had a short career, you was an all-star, but then, you get that one title. But ultimately, I think C is my answer. C is the safe answer for me. C is somewhere in between D and B. I don't really want A because, like I said, 3 MVPs is nice. 9-time, you go to the All-Star game 15 times, you're a 3-time MVP, but you only get 5 playoff appearances. I don't like that. That means you're 15 years in the league at least, and you only go to playoffs 5 times, and you only, I don't know. I think that's I don't want that. I don't want to be in the league that long and barely competing for a title. I don't want that.